How's it going, everyone? Sensei here, coming at you with another video. This time we are going to be discussing my Season 3 wish list. As we all know, Season 2 coming to a close very shortly, and we've got Season 3 at the very least being announced during the World Tour Finals coming up. I believe it's February 6th through 7th. At the World Tour Finals in Paris. So definitely wanted to make sure I got this video out just to give my thoughts on the upcoming Season 3 and just to give an overall just of what I'm feeling about Season 3 coming up. So hopefully you guys like the video. If you feel like there's something I missed, just let me know in the comments. And of course, feel free to let me know, what you guys are thinking of. What are some things you want to see, some characters you want to see? Let me know in the comments below, and we're just gonna get right into it. So, before we even get into like any in-game stuff, I feel like one of the first things that I would like to see in Season 3 is actually multiple assists for each character. Now, if any of you have played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or 3, you will know that each character in that game had multiple assists, and it's not even like they have to change, the inner workings of the game. It's just on this screen here. Once you pick your character, pick your color, whatever, or even before you pick your color, they can just add something where you pick an assist. It'll still be, the same button. It's just give characters more options to bring something more to the table, and I feel like it would extremely help with character diversity. Certain characters that right now are not looked at as viable whatsoever, like Krillin. Let's say, for example, if Krillin, instead of having rock assist, Krillin had like a solar flare assist, or who's another one? Let's say, where's Nappa? Hold on now. There we go. So let's say Nappa. I'm gonna use these two characters as an example. So if Krillin's like the main example, Krillin had a solar flare assist. That move is actually ridiculous. I'm pretty sure it has head invulnerability now as well. So if he had that as an assist option, you can do pressure strings. You can use it as like a get off me assist, which there really aren't that many get off me assists in this game at all. So so right now if we look, Krillin's assist, it's pretty terrible. I'm not even gonna lie. Majinbu's is pretty good, but not like amazing. And then Nappa, I don't even know what it is. Yeah, Nappa, it's decent in the corner. It's great. You get the pickups, but this move right here, if you can call Krillin and do this move, just like the possibilities are ridiculous. With Nappa, for example, I would do. I don't play Nappa. Give me a second. There we go. Cyberman assist. Like, if Nappa has Cyberman assist and other characters had access to that, are you kidding me? That would actually open up so much more creativity in the game. Majinbu, and we're gonna get more into Majinbu specifically later in the video, but instead of having this move as an assist, you can have Fat Throw, and then let me actually, so you can see what I'm talking about. Now I know that they took away, his restand, which that's a whole nother story. But if you can call Majinbu and have him, if you have like a standing special like Yamcha, the Wolf Fang Fist, you don't, you can do crazy resets with it still. Like, I just feel like overall having multiple assist choices and not just the one assist would bring so much more. The fact that we have two main beam assists in the game, I feel like everyone should have at least like one beam assist. If you gave everyone like 3 assists, having at least one beam assist for every character, I feel like would be amazing, and that way you don't have to play either SSJ Goku or Goku Black, or as I like to call him, Blackarot. You wouldn't have to play one of those two characters to have a beam assist. You would have some more options. Another thing that I would like to see in season 3 is I would like to see alternate costumes. And I don't just mean like color changes, I mean full-on alternates. And the best example, since they proved to us they can do this, is Videl. Videl, as you can see, she's got like her main like short hair set, but then you have I forgot how to change it. Hold on a second. Gosh, I'm about to edit this, but
looking for some good competition. I'm a martial artist too.
Oh my gosh, there we go.
Sort of trick?
God. Alright, we're gonna leave that in. But as you can see, I do not play Videl at all. So you have short hair Videl, with all of her different costumes, right? And then you have ponytail Videl as well, with her own set. So some examples of this that you can do is maybe like you can have Trunks with like the ponytail. You can have like Piccolo with the like the backwards hat, like Yamcha, and like the baseball outfit. And when I say backwards hat for Piccolo, I mean like the episode where him and even though it's a filler episode, like the driving school episode, you can have, there's probably a few more that I'm missing. Let me know if there's any that you remember. But yeah, so that's just another example. Even before getting into like the actual game, I feel like those are some changes that you can also have. Even Krillin, where's Krillin at? You can have Krillin like with hair, like Krillin when he had like that weird hairdo for a while, and he had like the red shirt. You can have that Krillin, you know what I mean? Like, just so much, just to bring a little bit of flair to the game. I feel like it would definitely help. So now, just getting into the actual game mechanics here and stuff that I feel like just would overall help the game. While I'm here as well, you see this little empty spot right here. So I am fairly convinced that they are going to add a Tournament of Power stage in Season 3. If you have not heard the news already, the first Season 3 character did get leaked. I won't say it in this video just in case, but it's pretty much guaranteed. So it's one of the Tournament of Power characters has already been announced, so that's probably going to go right here. But I feel like other stages that they're missing out on, the Hyperbolic Time Chamber stage, Beerus' Planet, there's a few others that they can do. Those are just a couple of examples. So now getting into the actual game here. So I feel like as far as the main mechanics go, the universal mechanics, I feel like Super Dash needs just some tweaking. I feel like they need to make just a couple of like minor changes to auto combos, and I should have actually picked better characters to show that, but I'll get into that in a second. But as far as Super Dash goes, I feel like they need to change how it'll sometimes just randomly just like cross up. I probably won't be able to do it right now, but like I've seen it do like where it rolls around the character still. It's like, how many times have they patched Super Dash and it's still doing that? There's no reason why it should still be doing that. And on top of that, I feel like if you block Super Dash, I feel like you should be able. Okay, let me rephrase that. I feel like if your Super Dash is blocked, then you should not have any air actions. And I know that that's one of the I know that that's one of the core like mix-ups like in the game. Um, but I feel like because it's already a fairly strong tool, and I know you can just too ancient, bro. Yeah, I know that, but like if you're in a mix-up situation, and then let's say like you're close, then if you're within like this distance here, I would say it's very hard, not impossible, but it's very difficult to react to Super Dash. And I feel like if you find that you can block it, and then you can just like back away, or you can, if you have an assist, you can just. I feel like if you block the Super Dash, it's already supposed to be this unsafe like tool just to get in from far. But I feel like if you block it, you should not be able to um, dash. I mean, maybe if you want to hit a button, that's fine. But this is just how I feel like they should change Super Dash. Um, as far as auto combos, I feel like they need to make it so the auto combos are that they don't track on whiff. Okay, and what I mean by that is we've all been there if you're playing against Bardock. Where's the other one? This guy here, and another one is probably, let's see, where's oh yeah, of course, how could I forget the little gremlin here, which we're gonna get into a bit later as well. But these two characters specifically, when it comes to the auto combo on whiff, I feel like if you whiff the auto combo, you shouldn't be able to change directions. I feel like if you cross someone up when they're doing an auto combo, then you should be rewarded for that. You shouldn't just have the character instantly turn around and then now you're getting hit. Like, I don't think that's good design, So with this, everyone's favorite auto combo here. So if I do, let's see here. I probably should have set this up earlier, but it's the easiest way to do this. Where's the jump forward? I guess it would be. And they don't have it. Damn. Alright, well. I don't want to go into a full recording on this, I really don't. But basically, this move here, it's already ridiculous. It's already hit you like out of the air. And then if they jump over you, here, like, let me just, because it's really easy. Like it'll make more sense if I record this real quick. I'm probably going to cut to the recording and the editing on this, but alright, so now that I've went ahead and set up, so with alright, so with this, if they air dash over you, then you should not be able to just like instantly turn around. Here's what I mean. It's hard to time this, but that right there. So the fact that you can just instantly turn around, this guy's another one. Like this move already, it's meant to be unsafe, but the fact that once you jump over him, he just literally just like turns around, and then it's really hard to time this, but you'll see, and a lot of times it's the grab that catches everyone. Like you'll miss, you'll avoid the first few hits, and then it's just you get your face in the ground. And of course, everyone's favorite, the like this right here. If you jump over, and then of course, because if you're in the air, it'll still catch you, and he still gets like the down medium after and full combo punish. And I'm pretty sure if he starts the combo with this, it has the scaling of down medium as well. So you're probably eating like 60% into like Spirit Bomb, and then you're pretty much dead, right? So I feel like if an auto combo, at least on the ground, because I know that with in the air, it helps you stay like with the character, and that's fine. I get that, but if you're on the ground and it whiffs, like it shouldn't just turn around and just like launch you. It shouldn't do that. On top of that, I feel like double supers, they need to bring that back. There was no reason to take it out. And I feel like it brought a lot of creativity to the game. And when they took that out, there was no reason to do it, man. And Tien's a pretty good example, as I'm going to show you in a second. And it's actually one of the main reasons why there are not as many people playing Tien now. If you recall, like the beginning of season 2, and especially like season 1, Tien was on a lot of high-level teams just for the damage, right? He's one of the highest damage output characters in the game. So when they took away the like the double super, like let's see, here we go. So if you've never seen a double super, what I'm talking about is if you do any combo, right? And basically you do your super, right? Except I didn't have the meter because I'm bad. Alright, so oh man, that was great. So try it again. Alright, so trying that again. You do a combo, right? Do a combo, you do your super, okay, and then do another super after, right? But that super, when it actually hits, doesn't do nearly as much damage as it used to. So I feel like putting something like that back, one, because there was no reason to take it out in the first place, and two, again, just adding more creativity. I'm all about seeing the creative side of fighting games and what people can bring to the table. The people that are in the lab finding all this stuff out, like the double supers and like the TODs and stuff like that. I love that stuff, and I feel like double supers is again, it'll add character variety as well. I think characters like Tien will start to come back. Super Saiyan Vegeta, he was never really a bad character. He just kind of didn't have as much to bring to the table as like a GT Goku or a Super Saiyan Goku or a Kid Buu. He just didn't have, why would you play Vegeta? You can just play GT, right? So I feel like bringing back double supers will definitely help with that. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be individual characters that I would like to see in Season 3. So, as you know, there is, like I said earlier, the first character did get leaked already. You can search online for that. As far as who else I would like to see, the number one character, and I've been asking for this character since Season 1, is Master Roshi. I feel like there's no reason why Master Roshi is not in the game. Like, there's no reason. If they can put Yamcha in this game, if they can put Videl in this game, there is no reason why there's no reason why Master Roshi should not be in the game. Other characters I'd like to see, of course, Kefla. I feel like Kefla would be amazing in this game, and there's more than enough footage of her in the show to create a pretty good move set for her. Um, who else? Who else? I feel like Raditz would be pretty good. Zarbon would be interesting. Um, oh, and also there that reminds me of something else I forgot to talk about. Installs. I feel like the fact that Golden Frieza is the only install like super in the game, I feel like there should be a lot more. And also, it would save on character, creating a whole new character for like a Goku, where we have like 4 Gokus already in the game. When you could have just made like an install and it would have been fine. So I feel like Zarbon would definitely have the install, just like the next character I would like to see, which is Tapo. I think Tapo or Topo, however you pronounce it, from the Tournament of Power. He would be awesome in this game. And again, more than enough footage to make a move set. I feel like the other character I would like to see, but it's probably not likely, would be Whis or Whis. I can't remember how it's pronounced, but the guy that's always with Beerus. He's actually in Beerus's intro in this game. I feel like he would be interesting, but I don't think there's enough of him actually fighting to legitimately put him in this game. But then again, they did put Videl somehow in this game. Anyways, one other thing that I wanted to talk about, just as overall changes, I feel like they should adjust the health of the characters. And what I mean by that is the big body characters like Broly, like Nappa, should have more health than the smaller characters like GT Goku, like Gotenks, like Kid Buu. I feel like the smaller characters, especially if they have a lot of tools like GT Goku, I feel like they should have lower health, because when you hit them, I feel like they shouldn't just be able to just run around with all that health, and when you really think about it, and again, I know it seems like I'm picking on Videl, I swear I'm not, but the fact that Videl has the same amount of health as Broly, come on now, like zero reason for that. So adjust the health. I feel like that would definitely help the overall balance of the game. If you look at a game like Marvel 3, if anyone's played Marvel 3, Ember Zero was absolutely insane in that game. Like he was better by himself than some teams were. Okay, but he had low health, so when you hit him, it doesn't take as much to kill him. Granted, Marvel 3 is a one-touch kill game anyways, but you had more room for error against a character like Zero because he had lower health. Him, Strider had low health, Magneto, Dante and Virgil, and then you had like the heavier characters like Hulk and who else, like Thor, who had like higher health pools. So, and if you look at even games now, like games like Tekken 7, the health is not the same for each character. MK11 is the same as well. So I feel like they should be able to adjust the health values of the characters, just kind of even it out a bit. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is just individual balance changes. Now I'm not going to go through every single character, otherwise we'd be here for like another 30 minutes. But I'm just going to give just a few quick examples of just buffs and nerfs that I would like to see, starting with this little gremlin here that's on the screen. It's no secret that this character is a problem for many reasons, but I feel like the main thing is his hurt box. And I know this has been said by a few people, especially one of the biggest advocates of this is Bum from the HOC. Shout out to Bum, by the way. This character's hurt box is insane. Like, he's very hard to hit. You have to be very precise with your combos. I saw a match where GT Goku was fighting against a Freeze. I believe it was Alucard versus Nitro Bros, and GT Goku fit in between the Frieza discs like that he throws, which like should never happen, like ever. So he didn't, he wasn't blocking. He just like fell through and didn't have to block because he's that small. Okay, so I feel like his hurt box needs to be adjusted, and um, what I was saying before with the health, I feel like his health needs to be brought down just a tad, um, you know, and the Spirit Bomb Oki needs to go like somewhere. I don't know where, but it needs to go somewhere. Okay, so like this. Oh, I'm bad. Hold on a second. Why am I so bad? Oh, it's right. I changed the control. My bad. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This. Okay. So, like I was saying, let me get in the corner. This right here needs to go. Alright? Like, alright, so if you look at the stats here, that says that bottom stat that says frame advantage, that is plus 118. Okay? That is, so if you're not familiar with frame advantage, I'm not gonna get into it. I could make a separate video if you guys want, but basically the game runs 60 frames per second, so that's 2 whole seconds that he can do whatever he wants. He has all day. 2 seconds in a game like this is a lifetime as far as like advantage and getting to choose your next move. Okay, so the fact that they took away that from like Bardock and they just gave him this, they took away double supers and they gave him double supers. Like, you know, he can do 2 level 3s because he's GT Goku. And so I feel like they need to adjust the Spirit Bomb. Even if you keep him like the same distance, like make him land like sooner or just something. Like change the way that works, because there's no reason he should have all that. Right? The only other character that I want to discuss as far as individual changes is Majinbu. This is a character that I've advocated for, that I played for a while, and it got to a point where they completely changed the character so much that I had to drop them. And I know that there are other Majinbu still putting in that work. Shout out to Aliyun, okay? But I feel like they changed him for no reason. Like there was no reason to. So the fact that they, oh gosh, hold on. Stop this. Alright, so the main thing is this, like, so previously you could end your combos with Fat Throw. Oh my god, it's so bad. Hold on now. Here, I'll just do the heavy one just so you can see what it looks like. So before, when you ended a combo, right, you can get like a mix-up, whatever, but now they pop out, and that change was so unnecessary. Like, that's all he had, okay? And some people were gonna say, oh, but he has the standing low, and he has like the corner loop, but that was the main reason why the majority of people were playing him. Now he's still fairly good, but I feel like they need to bring that back. Even if you want to keep, now granted, if you keep this where he doesn't need an assist but it costs bar, I think it's somewhat fair, but I can see why people would think that's a bit much. So even if you want to take that, like, just revert it back to what he was, and we're good. Okay, so that's just a few examples. Again, there are a lot more characters that I think need some definite changes, but you know, I don't want this to be too long of a video. We're probably already at like a good 15-20 minutes. So if you guys would like to see like individual changes for all the characters, um, you know, let me know in the comments. I will definitely try to put that together for you guys. So, but that's pretty much all I've got, and so I know season 3 is definitely coming. Um, let me know what you guys think. What are some things that you are looking for? Um, and you know, hopefully season 3 saves the game. I don't want to say saves it like the game is dying, but it's definitely lost a lot of the steam that it had from last year. Um, you know, and it's because I feel like we were not getting consistent balance patches. Like when they dropped GT Goku and they said, okay, no more balance patches for the rest of the year, and they were completely serious. And I'm hoping that the reason why they decided to do that is because they were working on some big changes for season 3. I'm hoping that that's what it is, and it's not just like when we get season 3, it's not going to be just characters. I really hope they don't do a, oh my gosh. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you would like to see specific changes for me to make another video on, or if you have any ideas of stuff you would like to see, some content you would like to see on future videos, please let me know, and I will definitely try to work on that. I'm trying to get back on this grind of consistent uploading. I know it's been a hot minute, so I appreciate the patience of everyone, all the subscribers, you know, for sticking around. So I'm gonna leave on that note. I'll be signing out, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.